I want to emphasize to you that trading does not have to be complicated. Okay, here is a screenshot of the chart that someone tried to teach me many years ago when I first got into trading. And just have a look at that. There are lines everywhere going up and down, sideways. This is what my charts typically look like, with maybe one or two moving averages, one or two trend lines, and that's it. Trading does not have to be complicated. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you had a great weekend. It was Good Friday with a holiday from the trading charts, and then Easter weekend. So I hope wherever you were able to spend some time with your family and friends. In this week's weekly analysis, we are going to look at very simple trades, just something easy for you to set up. It takes a couple of minutes to get your chart ready and be able to make profit on this upcoming week of trading the forex markets. So let's go ahead and jump in and have a look at the charts. And this is the regular weekly analysis starting on the 21st of April, going through to the 25th of April 2025. And always we have a look at our go-to website for the high impact news that's coming out, and it's forexfactory.com. So I won't go over all of these items. There's nothing on Monday or Tuesday, only 3 days of news items that we need to be aware of this week. So just be sure and check out forexfactory.com for your local times. And before we look at the trades from last week's, as I share the profit and loss that we had on the trades, I want to emphasize to you that trading does not have to be complicated. Okay, here is a screenshot of the chart that someone tried to teach me many years ago when I first got into trading. And just have a look at that. There are lines everywhere going up and down, sideways. How in the world can anyone make any kind of trading decision based on a chart like that? It's not possible. So I gave up with that, and now as you've followed me on my videos, or you'll see in today's video if this is the first time you're watching, this is what my charts typically look like, with maybe one or two moving averages, one or two trend lines, and that's it. Trading does not have to be complicated. All right, keep it simple. And that's what I'll be sharing with you in the pending orders, some simple trades just for you that'll only take you a couple of minutes to set up. So let's look at the trades I had from last week. And first of all, the gold, XAU USD. You remember the previous week it had a really massive move up, and I gave you a pending order at 31.70. I told you that that was quite far from the closing price on the previous Friday, and it might not come back all the way to that, and it didn't. All right, so that pending order on gold did not open. However, if you had been watching the chart, you could have seen this doji on the H4, the 4-hour chart, which is always a good indication that there could be a potential reversal in direction, and there was. All right, the doji indicates indecision in the market and sometimes a turnaround in the opposite direction, and that's exactly what we got, especially on last Thursday, that massive move on gold. But from the pending order, no trade was open. Then looking at the major pairs, the Euro US, and that was a good trade that opened on Tuesday and went directly into profit, so good trade on the Euro US. The odd US, the pending order did not open. It didn't quite come down to the pending order buy limit that I had set in place. Same with the New Zealand, and also same with the pound US. Those three trades did not open. Then the USD CAD did work out quite well. That opened initially on Monday, went straight into profit, and you could have closed that the next day or rode that throughout the week for continuing profit on the close of the US session last Friday. And then the UJ, I gave you a market execution. I said when the market opens on Monday morning, just wake up and sell the UJ. And if you did that, that one worked out really well, continuing a decline throughout the week. So now let's go over and look at the pending orders that I have in place for you. There's some simple trades just for you. Take you only a couple of minutes to set these up. But before I do that, we always look at the US dollar index. And what we see, of course, is the continuing decline of the US dollar, and we're going to see more of that in the upcoming weeks and months for sure. So that means with a decline in the US dollar, we are bullish on the major US pairs. Then the JPY basket didn't really do much at all. It was what we call a candlestick sandwich. It broke out a little bit above our trading range there, but then came right back down into it. So for the entire week, it's just been going sideways. And straight into the pending orders that I have for you, and we'll start off with gold. All right, what a move that was on gold last week. Opened the week at 31.90 and then closed the week with an all-time high at 33.57. That is a $167 move, or 1,670 pips. You don't see that very often, and that's not even in an entire week. That was only 4 days, because Friday was Good Friday and gold wasn't trading. So in 4 days, gold moved up 1,670 pips. And as you know, if you were trading one lot, that would have been $16,700 for 4 days of trading. So I have a buy limit. Let's let that come down. It did already retrace on Thursday to our support level there at 3,300. So let's see if that will pull back at least to that level again, give us a better price. And that's the buy limit I have for this upcoming week on gold, 3,300. Then with the major pairs, the Euro US, I have a buy limit on that one, of course, with the entry price at 1.1370. The odd US, also a buy limit with the entry price at 0.6370. And the New Zealand US, a buy limit with the price at 0.5930. And the pound US, a buy limit with the price at 1.3265. And then the USD CAD, I have a sell limit on that one. Let it retrace just a little bit back to our resistance point there at 1.3860. And then the UJ, you can just sell the UJ, okay, market execution, or let it retrace just a few pips, just a little bit. My sell limit is at 142.38 on the UJ. Okay, guys, that's a wrap for this week. I hope that this is simple enough for you. These trade setups that I share with you will help you to make profit with your Forex trading. It doesn't need to be complicated. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. All you need to know is when to buy, when to sell. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below this video. I will get back to you. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Be sure and click the little bell so you'll be notified every time I make one of these videos, which is every Sunday before the market opens on the following Monday. I hope you have a great week wherever you are in the world. I'll see you in the next video.